like this setup. Let's see. Let's see, where the castle is actually made. It's a, what do you call it? DM screen made by Fat Dragon Press. I think I bought it at RPG Now as a PDF and I printed it. That's pretty cool. The miniatures, part of a company called Dungeon Crawlers or something like that. I'm trying to look it up right now, see if I can remember exactly who made them. I don't think the person who made these miniatures even knows about Dungeon Crawl Classics, which I think they kind of fit the Dungeon Crawl Classics role-playing game a bit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure this is a company, dungeoncrawler.com. More accurately, I see a dungeon crawl dungeoncrawler.com/DCM, then /set003. The beggar is the one nearest the door. And then one off to the left is seductress. One closest to the camera and in the center is the scamp. And the one off to the right is the merchant. There's some new ones. Oh, probably not new because I haven't checked the website in a long time. There's a giant ant. There's a mastiff, which is a dog, a raven, a wood coffin. These ones I've seen before. There's a grappler, which is like a black tentacle, kraken tentacle, otherworld arm, which is another kind of tentacle, and the plant vine, which is a green tentacle looking vine, all in sight. The vines you see in my image is actually things I made from a tutorial on DM's Craft. I was going to show you. Let's go back a bit. Off to the side here. Actually, I got some stones. my dice. There should be a stone behind it. There's a stone behind it. The stones I also learned how to make on DM's Craft. The stones and the vines are made of just tissue, and actually on the vines are nickels. On DM's Craft, they recommended washers. I realized I didn't have enough washers, so I just used nickels. And which vine is it? Oh, this is this vine right here. I put a little magnet underneath because it's not balanced properly. So to offset the balance, I put the magnet so it stand up. Now, let's see. Start with one of these vines here. Get a little bit more better image of what it looks like after I painted it and such. It's my first time doing anything like this before, so I think they came out pretty cool. Again, that's just tissue paper wrapped up, and tissue, hot glue, and acrylic paint. That's all it is. Now the castle itself is actually a DM screen, which if you pull back you might be able to see better, but you can get 3 segments. You can see the towers. One of them has a hole in the bottom. The other one also does, just on the other side. One of the holes is so that when you put the dice down in here, it comes out here. Let's see if we can show that better. Like I'll grab one of these dice. That goes by so fast you probably couldn't see it. What else is cool? The screen itself is pretty cool. I will just flip each piece individually. So now it looks like from the other side of the screen. So what's cool is now you got storage here. You can put your minis in there. Yank. That's really cool. You can also put your minis on the castle wall. You can put on this side of the castle wall if you want to. No reason not to. I think that's really cool. What's cool also is you have this wall here. And you have the other wall on the other side. So you can technically you can put DM screen over those walls. You can put even DM information over this and just have it lift up. So what else? Oh, like I said, before the dice tower, there's one, like now there's a hole on this side, so as a DM, I can drop it down here and see what the dice rolls on my side. And it's a 1, so probably would have been happy with that probably. So that's my DM screen. It's pretty cool. It's a fun hobby. Fun crafting it all together. for someone that hasn't really doesn't do this very often. And now you see my face. My place is a bit chaotic at the moment. It usually is. That's not unusual. But I'm hoping to get some more game shelves. Like better game shelves, actually. Better way to put it. Because these are not really game shelves. They're good for like people that work in a maybe like these are probably good for garages. But they're cheap and light, and those are two important things for me. Since we're talking about DCC and that sort of thing, I just started playing DCC recently, so I've played the funnels a few times. I eventually ended up buying myself 2 funnel adventures. I played one already, and that is the most famous one, at least from what I've been seeing, is Thundercloud Classics, Sailors on the Starless Sea, and this is the one we played. It was really interesting because the players were in a funnel. You lose a lot of characters, so players eventually they get intimidated after a while, and my players got to a point where they just started skipping things in the adventure. So we got through maybe a third of the adventure. So it's kind of cool knowing that there's still chunks of adventure, maybe not third, maybe half, well, maybe third to a half. It's kind of cool knowing there's chunks left over that we can play through it again and it'll be different. And that was cool. The other one is one I bought off RPG Now and just printed. A Gathering of the Marked. This one really, like, not from an adventure perspective, but from a quality perspective, I find remarkable. Because I don't get the opportunity to play games online. Like, I play a lot of board games in person, but role-playing games I only get to play mostly online. What I really like about this is the artwork is very useful. There's a lot of art for each, like, there's an art for each kind of monster you encounter. I don't know how to show you. Let's see. Now this is actually full color if you print it full color. I just went black and white. I don't remember what that is. There's one creature. Nice full page map again, which is great for playing online. I just erased the numbers when I played online. Well, actually, I haven't played this one online yet. The characters, every page has got at least one picture of one of the creatures or monsters or something. And when you're playing online, I find it very useful. Also, I like having images to show players what things look like. Lots of small maps. Some big maps, which I think are fantastic. There's really a lot left of that. That's a rumor table. I don't know if this is a recording all reverse or not, but I don't think it's that important. I think it's a really cool looking module, and I think there's several in the series. So one day I'd like to get the deluxe print up of that. I'm located in Canada, so access to this material is not as easy as other ones. Still, these kind of modules is pretty easy. Well, not easy, but I live near Toronto, so I can get it. I don't know how easy it'd be to get this, but I would love to get my hands on this next time I'm in the States if I can't get in Canada. I guess this has become a Dungeon Crawl Classics discussion. I think it's because I saw one of the artists at Dungeon Crawl Classics' his name just before I started chatting on here. What else can I show you? Oh, I can show you some related stuff to this. So this is actually produced by a company called Purple Sorcerer Games. The publisher is amazing. Go to Purple Sorcerer's website. It's amazing. Look it up. Purple Sorcerer's Games. Purple Sorcerer Games. I'm not good at talking to myself. So anyways, check out the website because it has dice rollers. There's some pretty cool phone apps. So I would definitely give them a recommend if you play DCC or even just DCC curious, because there's a fantastic like level 0 character generator. Let's see. I got some DCC stuff related things in here. I'm trying to remember the gentleman's name. I met a person who designed modules in Toronto on Free RPG Day, and we played through his funnel, and I got to join him for a couple hours. And while I was there, I got my hands on some DCC temp tattoos. Good Many Games temp tattoos. And I also got bookmarks, which I can't think of where it is. Oh, and game screen. That was really freaking cool of them for DCC to give out for free. They were selling, basically, I think they're selling the high quality ones for like $10, but they were giving out low quality ones for free. And the print itself was very usable. Nothing wrong with the print. It's just a little bit thinner stock. Oh, this doesn't have what I thought it had in it. Well, I thought this container that I just pulled up was going to have some of the Purple Sorcerer mini, like printable minis you get with the module when you buy it at RPG Now, or even when you buy it as a hard copy because you just cut it out. I just want to show you how cool that you get all this little things, little details. I honestly don't know where those minis went. We'll have to find them. But another thing I did, for example, with the Purple Sorcerer module, what was cool is they give you 2 copies. They gave 2 or 3 copies. Like a copy you can read as a regular PDF, and a copy you can it's formatted for a tablet, like one of a smaller tablet, so it's easy to read on any device you got. I thought that was fantastic, and I told you I like images, so they give you also these image sheets. So when you encounter things, you can just cut these out if you want and just show your players what you're encountering. It depends on what kind of DM you are, I guess. You know, if you're good at giving very good descriptions, and you probably don't want something like this, or you might want to use this to supplement your skill by showing this, but then describing how weird it looks, or how gross it looks, or how big it is, or whatever. There's a whole bunch more. Oh, here's what the minis look like. This is an awful print up of it because my printer ink was running out when I printed it. And I do have some cutouts. Anyway, so they give you sheets like this. Everything you might need. And that's fantastic. It's cardboard, so it's light to print, light to carry, easy to print. And you got something at the end of it all that you can use for other things that you create, maybe. Like you create your own adventure. Well, you can use these minis for that. I'm going to get going shortly. Let's see if there's anything else I want to show you before I do. I just was hoping someone would come online and chit chat. No, there's nothing really else. How's it I'm going to show you for today? There's other stuff I got, and I didn't prepare anything today. I just wanted to get a chit chat happening online and get used to this idea of chatting online once in a while. So take care, everyone, and hope to talk to you, some of you fans. Like I said, I'm into board games and role-playing games. So if you're interested in either of them and you want to chat one day, I'm going to do this more often. I'm hoping to eventually get to a point where I'm talking about something once a day, at least during the weekdays. So take care.